Yo, what's up, YouTube? I just want to address what happened at the gym the other day with Kenny KO. Just kind of respond to the videos he put out and just give you guys some context on kind of what went down. So, what happened that day was, man, I was doing a workout by myself and I'm sitting down and some guy just kind of comes up to me. I only see them in my peripheral vision. I don't really pay them any notice because I'm doing my workout. And it takes me like 5 seconds because they put their hand in front of my face and they want a greeting. So I look up because I'm sitting down and I see it's Kenny. I barely recognize him because to me he looks like a lot of people. And I'm just like, oh, he's Kenny. This is Kenny KO. I've never met him before. And he's trying to shake my hand. I didn't want to shake his hand at first, so I was like, why are you trying to shake my hand? I was like, you're not cool with me. You don't fuck with me. You don't respect me. He's like, no, I respect everybody. I want to shake everybody's hand that I respect. I was like, you don't respect me because you made that video about me. And I asked him right away, I said, hey, when you made that video, did you know for sure if I was natural or not? I know he can't possibly know because I'm the only one that knows. And he admitted that. He said, no, you're the only one that knows. So I'm like, why would you make that video then if you know you don't know for sure? I wanted to have a fair conversation about everything. Like, let's just have an open conversation. Ask me some questions. I'll answer them. I'm not like against you guys. I get it. I look like a freak of nature. My DNA must be special. My work ethic must be special. My understanding of the game must be special. Even when I was like 17, I think I looked better than most guys I see at the gym. So there's just something different. There's something different. And it makes sense. I understand why you can look at me and say, hey, that guy's not natural. Plus, I'm sure it makes you feel a whole lot better about yourself. To go instead say, yo, look at that guy. He's got all those muscles. He must work really hard. Instead of saying that, it's easier to say, nah, he don't work hard. He don't got nothing on me. The only reason he has that is because, he takes PEDs. It's a lot easier to feel that way about yourself. There's a lot more pussiness that route. There's a lot more wimpiness that route. There's a lot more cowardice that route. And that's the route people seem to take these days. So I get it. We're different. I never took that route. I was always about the work. When I saw people that had something I wanted, it motivated me to work harder and possibly get it one day. So now I'm on like my 13th year of weightlifting. I've done yoga for 4 years. I've done calisthenics for almost 4 years now. Probably like three and a half so far. So I've just done all these things. My job permits me to just like focus fully on fitness. My lifestyle that's like really what I want ever since a kid. I wanted to be like the strongest, most flexible, athletic, like crazy, human specimen. I wanted to be able to do like air flares, if you know what those are, breakdance power moves. That's always been my goal, to be that really swole, big, just free, flexible, powerful, athletic dude. But I wanted almost like a real life anime character, essentially. That's always what I've been going for. Steroids never fit into the plan for me. I never wanted to become a big, huge bodybuilder or anything along the lines of that. I actually look down upon it for myself. Anybody else that wants to do what they do, they have goals they want to achieve. I'm a live and let live kind of guy. Do what you got to do. But just don't associate that with me. Don't project your cowardice onto me. Things people will say to me, they're like, how could you be natural? You're an IFBB pro. I don't think you guys even know what it takes to become an IFBB pro. What makes you think that the people competing at the local level are anything impressive? Not to knock them, but I always knew, like when I went into those shows, I'm like, I'm about to smoke everybody locally because nobody does this shit like me. You can take your steroids, you can do what you want. You guys don't lift like me. You guys are bums. You go to the gym, you just don't have the technique and you don't have the work ethic. That's what I would witness. That's what motivated me to compete. I'm like, they don't got it like me. Then of course you get to the national level and the competition steps up a little bit. But once again, it's like, what makes you think that just because at the national level, they got it like that? You think that just steroids by themselves are gonna make you beat somebody that has great genetics, a great work ethic, understands mind-muscle connection and just loves this shit and just is passionately going to the gym every fucking day versus someone that just, they get a little big because they take some steroids. They're not too passionate about it. They still got a work life where they got to go do whatever. It's more of a hobby for them and they just, I don't know, maybe your brain can't like understand how a natural person could make that competitive. I saw how me with good genetics, being natural, with my work ethic, my understanding of the game, my mind-muscle connection, versus other people that just rely on steroids, don't have good genetics, don't really have a good work ethic, just inject themselves or take a pill or whatever the fuck they do to compete with me. I was like, nah. I was like, I can beat these guys. And I did. And that's how I got my pro card. And then it got to a point where I couldn't beat them anymore. It wasn't competitive anymore because when I became a pro, there's a new weight cutoff. Instead of me having to weigh 165, I had to weigh 185. So that's 20 pounds of muscle that I got to come up with to compete with these guys. And in my heart, I felt like I couldn't do it. So I tried it. I did a debut, got smoked, got last place because I'm natural. And I decided it's not really what I want to do anymore. And I never really wanted to do it competitively. My only goal was to get my pro card because that's as far as I thought I could get. I was like, after that, it's like, you can't compete with these guys. Who knows? Maybe I can. Maybe that's a self-limiting belief on my part. You guys seem to be filled with a lot of them because you can't comprehend how you can even make gains. You guys just listen to somebody like Kenny KO or somebody like Philly Unfit tell you, hey, it's not possible. And then you guys put a bunch of self-limiting beliefs on you. And that's why all the teenagers these days are all taking steroids. You know, they're on their trend. They're on their fucking whatever they're on. But that's your guys' impact. Convincing them that you can't be natural to make any gains. So when you seen that video where I said I was trying to be the hero of the story, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to care about everybody. Care about your journeys here on earth. You know, we've all got one shot here on earth and then, you know, we die, we go away. It could be very depressing here. People can be overweight, people can be skinny, people can just, they don't have much confidence in themselves. So I was like, what can my purpose be? Because people say if your goal is just to serve yourself, it's not big enough. So I'm just a young kid thinking of what can I do? How can I find my place in the world? Okay, I'm good at fitness. Let me help these guys here, man. They're not confident. They're fat. They're overweight. They're skinny. They're not confident with their one life here on earth. I want to make it easier for them. Let me get them some fitness advice, help them with my journey. So, you know, I got good value. I got good morale. I'm trying my best to help everyone. I'm being honest. And then while I'm doing it, stones get thrown in my face. People are like, no, you're not natural. You're not natural. Hating on me because two guys, all it took was two guys to come up and make a video about me. And then the lies spread like wildfire and everybody loves it because you guys are just weak. You guys are weak. You don't want to explore the path of hard work that I suggested. You don't want to explore the path of like body intelligence, mind-muscle connection. That mind-muscle connection shit extends to other things. It's not just weightlifting. It extends to yoga. It extends to calisthenics, just knowing your body. A lot of you guys just go through the movement, sadly. And I don't think you guys are going to make much results because you have these self-limiting beliefs. You don't believe in yourself. You don't believe it's possible to make gains. I do. So I'm going to always have different results than you. And I love this shit. I'm going to do it regardless of what anybody thinks or what they want to do, because ever since a kid, it's been what I wanted to do. Just see how far I can take my body physically, like flexibility-wise, strength-wise, calisthenics-wise, whatever you want to call it, explosiveness-wise. I want everything. I want all the skills. So we're different. We're different in a lot of ways. My DNA is different than yours. My passion is different than yours. My work ethic is different than yours. My understanding of the game is different than yours. What I'm willing to do in terms of go do yoga to become more flexible so I can, you know, open my body and get deeper into position. Just whatever you want to say. Like, it's just different. My work ethic, my hustle, and what I want to do with my body and my vehicle of life, how I view my life. You guys just want a six-pack. I don't want just a six-pack. I want to make my vehicle that I have on earth the strongest that's possible, the most flexible that's possible, the freest that's possible. I want to see what the human body can do without steroids. So we're different. I'm not mad at you guys. If Kenny KO wanted to sit down and have a conversation, an open conversation about it, or anybody wants to have a conversation about it, I'm open about it. But just know that I'm natural. So that's the standpoint that I'm going to be coming from. And if you guys want to disrespect that, I'm going to disrespect you right back. Just as you guys think that I'm not natural, I think you guys are a bunch of fucking wimps and cowards and pussy. And you guys don't work hard. And you guys deserve to be on that side of the bracket because you don't even believe in yourself. And you're trying to pull me down to your guys' level. But I understand it. I understand it. And if I were to give you some context on the video too, like of everything that was said, I don't know, it's kind of hard to. I might just have to like leave it like this. And if anybody wants me to speak further on it, And you gotta like ask me a direct question because I'm just kind of like addressing what happened. But yeah, he came up to me. I let him know how I felt. I let him know, okay, I can say this. He said this to me too. He was like, hey man, no matter what though, I got you some good publicity. And he said, hey, no matter what, man, just take it as a compliment. If you're actually natural and you know you're natural, then just take it as a compliment. My thing is, I don't give a fuck about your publicity. I definitely don't give a fuck about a compliment. All I care about is please just tell my story right. That's all I want. Tell my story right. Do not give a fuck about a compliment. Do not give a fuck about your publicity. Yeah. And then people are like, why are you so emotional? Or why are you... Only the people that are actually fake natties get mad when somebody calls them a fake natty. They're like, why would you be mad if you're actually natural? And I'm like, I don't know why you can't comprehend why that would actually make me mad. I think you're an idiot for suggesting that I shouldn't be mad. Imagine spending your life doing honest work, building something that you created. You know, you built a painting, you made it. And then somebody tries to discredit that work, something you're proud of. They try to take it from you and say, no, he actually didn't make that. He copied this over here, or he didn't even do it himself, whatever. And they try to take your work from you. That wouldn't make you mad. You would just tell them, no, hey, that's my work. And they'd be like, no, it's fucking not. Shut the fuck up. And you would just sit there like, hey, everything's good. You wouldn't get a little emotional and be like, no. You wouldn't push back a little bit and be like, no, motherfucker. That is my work. I am natural. Shut the fuck up. Tell the story right. You would get a little frustrated too. You just maybe have never done anything great enough to put yourself in that position, so you don't know what it feels like. So don't judge me. Just because I wanted to bite back and defend myself, it makes a lot of sense. It's your fucking work. It's your... What if you were at trial or somebody and everybody said you're guilty and you're not guilty? You're not gonna get a little emotional and be like, no guys, please believe me, I'm not guilty. I'm actually not guilty. You got the wrong guy. You're just gonna sit there cool, chill, like, they have no idea I'm not guilty. Then they're gonna sentence your bitch ass to life and you're gonna sit there all chill still? No, you're gonna fucking freak out and be like, yo, fucking believe me. But yeah, that's me just speaking my truth once again. The last thing Kenny said to me was, only you know your truth, Uzoma. Only you know your truth. So if you're actually natural, take this as a compliment, which just proves the fact that I'm the only fucking one that knows. So none of you idiots should be fucking talking about it. Or if you want to talk about it, ask me about it and I'll give you the fucking answer and I'll tell you why and we can have a cool discussion about how I think and how I've gotten to the place that I've gotten. Okay? That would be the correct way to do things. But you guys want to be weak and you want to pick up the book that says, hey, he's got all those muscles and he's strong. He's way stronger than me. He looks way cooler than me. He can do this way better than me. But it must be because he takes steroids. That's the only way he could be better than me at all these things. It makes you feel better because you're a bunch of pussies. Okay? Much love. See you guys soon.